Namaste and good evening to all our viewers. Welcome to yet another live session of KFA Business Affairs Entrepreneur's Voice, which is being organized by KFA, and we come live to you every Friday from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. KFA Business Affairs is our initiation to bring the voice of entrepreneurs and well-known faces from different sectors of the country to you all. Myself, VII, your moderator for the event, and as always, I'm back with my guest speakers and the same topic that we are discussing previous week, that is post-COVID MBA. Now, without any further ado, let me quickly introduce my guest speakers for today's session. So, as like previous week, I have the same guest speakers with me, along with one special alumni. In fact, he is very dear to every one of us. I will be introducing him as well. So let me start with my previous guest speaker. So my first guest speaker for today's session is Mr. Resta Jha, the founder and executive chairman of KFA, a very well-known figure in the field of business, finance, insurance, education, and consultancy sector. He is also a philanthropist by nature. My second guest speaker for today's program is Ms. Jasmine Hada. Ms. Hada is the Director of Academics and Consulting at KFA. She has more than 18 years of experience in sales and marketing career with a very good exposure working in different multinational life insurance companies. Similarly, my third guest speaker for today's session is Mr. Rajat Bajracharya, an MBA graduate himself. Mr. Rajat is the academic coordinator at KFA Business School and IT since the year 2015. And prior to being associated with KFA, he was with Micro Enterprise Development Program UNDP as a research assistant intern, a young and a talented individual himself. Now, our alumni and a very special guest for today's session is none other than Dr. Vinay Pandey, an MBA graduate himself from KFA. In the second batch, he was associated with KFA, and he is currently the campus chief of Kapilvastu Multiple Campus, which is the fourth oldest campus in Nepal. He has done PhD in management, and he has previously worked in NIBL as operation head and also as a branch manager of Prime Life Insurance for 4 years. Welcome, Vinay sir, along with all the remaining three speakers in this live session, and thank you once again for accepting my invitation. Now, before we proceed further, I would like to inform our viewers that we would start with the same presentation that Jasmine ma'am had to show us previous week. So we'll continue with that presentation, and we'll be joined in by the other speakers as contributors. And in the course of the discussion, we'll also be, interacting with our alumni and hear what he has to say about his present status and about the institute itself. And in the course of our discussion, I would also take all your questions. Sorry, not all your questions, some of your questions due to time constraint. And since we are coming live to you from our respective houses due to this COVID-19, there is a possibility of technical glitches at times. So we'll try to avoid it. But if it happens, please bear with us for that as well. Now, having said all these things, let me give the floor to Jasmine ma'am. And ma'am, if you're ready, please you may proceed with the presentation.
Yes, thank you, Vivek, and welcome to everyone, especially Vinay, Dr. Vinay. He's been our student. We had an opportunity to work together at one point of time. A warm welcome to this program, Vinay. And I'm sure all of us are delighted to have you here in our program. And as Vivek keeps saying, ma'am ko euta presentation, the presentation seems to be a never-ending presentation. I never come to the end of the slide because we just talk about few things and then we discuss and then it's on the next week episode. I'm sure our viewers are enjoying and liking every bit of this program. Please share your views, your feedbacks, your suggestions, so that we can improve as we go along and bring the things that you really want to hear and discuss with us in the platform, in the forum itself. So without taking much time, good evening, Resta sir, good evening, Rajat, good evening, Vivek, and good evening, Vinay, and good evening to all our viewers. I would like to share a screen here, the screen that the presentation that I always share. Yeah. So is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So last time we had talked about the collaboration part. Alikati पछाडि जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ we are talking about the competencies an MBA student MBA student मा हुनुपर्ने soft skills को कुराहरू हामी गरिरहेको छौं र एउटा दुईटा स्लाइडहरुमा हामी के पनि डिस्कस गर्यौं भने what are the skills that you can upskill and what are the skills that you can reskill. and then we talked about how do we focus on those skills to make those skills your competency. So ahileको time is to focus on those and spend a lot of time sharpening those skills, making sure that you are 100% 100%, you agree with those skills that you already have, and then you make those skills your competencies, you know. So we talked about collaboration, and last week also we were privileged to have our alumni, our student Rajendra. He joined us from Nepalganj, and we were extremely delighted, extremely happy to hear himself and his progress that he has made, his vision. एकदमै रमाइलो भएको थियो. So today we look forward to listen to our next alumni who's going to share his experience and his down the lane what he has done in his that he's been doing in his life after he graduated from us. You know? So we talked about collaboration. We talked about we talked about adaptability to change, critical reasoning skills, adaptive thinking, problem solving and logical reasoning and analytical skills, people management skills, communication, leadership. So these were the skills that we talked about prior to today's program. And today we are going to start with ability to leverage technology. I know यो चीज भनेको त अहिलेको यो pandemic during the pandemic time, no, I mean, who knows better than all of us that how vital role this technology has played in our life. Even now we are sitting in our respective homes and we are managing to conduct this program no matter where we are. हैन त्यो हाम्रो टेक्नोलोजीले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो प्रोडक्टिभिटी चाहिँ इन्हान्स मात्रै हुन्छ हैन. But we should know as to how rightly can we use these technologies. है अब अहिले हामी अनलाइन क्लासेसहरू गरिरहेको छौँ. इभन भेरियस ठाउँहरूबाट पनि हामी आजको दिनमा Vinay didn't have to come all the way from Kapilvastu to attend this program. He's rightfully from his home he's attending this program. So similarly हामीले चाहिँ धेरै कुराहरू टेक्नोलोजीको को सहारा लिएर चाहिँ हामीले लेभरेज गर्न सक्छौँ, especially when it comes to running an office, meetings or webinars or bhairako cha, online meetings or bhairako cha, Zoom platforms or use garirako chhau, hamro students hरुले यसबाट benefit हरु पनि लिइरहेको छन् हैन. So if Rajat wants to share a few things that we are doing at this moment regarding the online classes that we are doing for KFA को MBA मा BHM मा हामीले online classes हरु गरिरहेको छौं हैन. Rajat, so would you like to share the online sessions that we've been doing and how we are trying to improve each and every delivery. We are trying to improve with the help of technology. So would you like to share?
Sure. Good evening, Resta sir. Good evening, Jasmine ma'am. Good evening, Vivek ji, and we are very delighted to have Vinay ji as well. Good evening, Vinay ji. So adapting to technology, we are currently running all the classes through online module right now, and which was a very challenging thing for us at the beginning, because this was the first time we were migrating to online module, and we were not trained for it, neither faculties were, nor the students were. But I'm very happy to say that right now we are moving very smoothly. We have implemented a lot of new technologies. Previously we were doing in Skype, which was going good, but we needed to add some more bandwidth friendliness, where the students and all the faculties they can come to a platform where the internet connection will be more smooth. So we decided, we decided to shift to Zoom, and we have a paid Zoom sessions where the technology is very friendly. And पहिला के हुन्थ्यो भन्दाखेरि the connections were used to were very slow technology चाहिँ एकदमै Skype अलिकति मोडर्न भए तापनि अलिकति one-on-one calls गर्दाखेरि मात्र अलिकति स्मुथ हुने त्यो च्यालेन्जेसहरु थियो. देन जुममा भएपछि चाहिँ it has gotten more smooth. And not only that, we also have online learning system online learning system ma चाहिँ we have got Veda app. We have collaborated with another party जसले चाहिँ हामीलाई यो online learning system को module चाहिँ हामीलाई provide गर्नु भएको छ. And all the things right now अहिले के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि starting from attendance to assignments to midterm answers, to internal marks, everything happens through this technology, and it has automated our process. And र यसले एकदमै हामीलाई चाहिँ सजिलो बनाइदिएको छ, स्पेशली एकाडेमिक टिमलाई, with the help of course the IT team. हामीलाई चाहिँ यो एकदम स्मुथ भएको छ. र अटेन्डेन्स पनि not only that, अटेन्डेन्समा पनि simple things have been taken care of. जस्तै स्टुडेन्ट्स कतिखेर लगइन गर्यो, कतिखेर लग आउट गर्यो, and कति ड्युरेसन सम्म त्यो क्लास अटेन्ड गर्यो, each and every detail is minuted in that app. And not only that, immediately after the midterm happens or assignments happen, the students can view their marks along with the comments of the faculty members. So yes, technology matching, we have adapted a lot of shift. The technology shift has been there in this past 4 or 5 months, and we are very delighted to implement that. And the feedbacks that we have received is also good, because we have been working not only online गर्नलाई मात्र गरिरहेको होइन कि हामीले नयाँ चेन्जेसहरु ल्याउनलाई इम्प्रुभमेन्टको लागि चाहिँ each and every time मिटिङ्सहरुमा चाहिँ डिस्कसन भइरा हुन्छ, स्पेशली एकाडेमिक काउन्सिल मिटिङ एन्ड एकाडेमिक मिटिङमा चाहिँ.
Right, Resta sir, I can see him raising hand. Sir, if there's anything you want to say.
Thank you, Vivek. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dr. Vinay in the program. यो सन्दर्भमा खाली आज मात्रै हामीले the collaboration slide अहिले पनि हामीले त्यसले शो गरिरहेका छौं. So collaboration plus adaptability to technology को कुरामा चाहिँ today only we signed a contract with Midas, right? So it's another collaboration that has started. So यसमा चाहिँ KFA र Midas ले चाहिँ higher management education चाहिँ नेपाल भरि, इनफ्याक्ट नेपाल भरि प्लस संसार भरि नै भनौं न, चाहिँ हामीले त्यो एजुकेसन प्लेटफर्म गर्नको लागि चाहिँ we have collaborated with Midas, which Midas is a company which is dedicated in online education for a long time. They have education softwares right from the elementary schools up to the higher management education. So through this program, we have decided to provide अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ for 4 subjects, हैन? So 4 subjects ma चाहिँ what are the subjects also, sir? You just mentioned
managerial economics, microeconomics, and then business accounting and financial accounting.
Yes. So these course subjects ma, for example, Kapilvastu Multiple Campus ma पढ्ने कोही स्टुडेन्ट ले चाहिँ यो 4 वटा सब्जेक्ट मा यदि घरमै बसेर चाहिँ अनलाइन एजुकेसनको थ्रुबाट पढ्न चाहन्छ भने चाहिँ they can order for KFA Midas को यो प्लेटफर्मलाई, हैन? So कोर प्रोग्राम डेलिभरी चाहिँ जुन हाम्रो पिलर्सहरुमा बसेर हाम्रो डुअल फ्याकल्टी सिस्टमको युज गरेर KFA ले प्रोग्राम डेलिभरीको पार्टलाई जिम्मा लिएको छ भने यसको प्रमोसन प्लस यसको टेक्नोलोजी प्लेटफर्म चाहिँ मिडासले यसलाई गरेको छ. सो KFA आफैले मात्रै पनि यो काम गर्न सक्दैन थियो होला, मिडास आफैले मात्रै पनि यो कुरा गर्न सक्दैन थियो, because we joined hands and we also adapted to the technology and we collaborated with the right partner. आज बिहान मात्र हामी त्यसलाई चाहिँ त्यो कन्ट्र्याक्ट साइन गरेको छौं. So I'm sure that example also gels in this one.
Yes.
So let's move forward. Yeah.
Perfect example, I guess, to make it so reassuring that technology has helped us to move ahead smoothly. हामी office like work from home bhaइरहेको छ, alternate odd and even bhaइरहेको छ. 50% of staffs are working in most of the organizations, especially banks, financial institutions, insurance companies. So your technology को कुरामा चाहिँ हामी up and updated, आफुलाई अपडेटेड राख्नु एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुँदो रहेछ. सो not only just about making presentations or यो हाम्रो चाहिँ अफिस आउटलुक मात्र युज गर्ने होइन कि टेक्नोलोजीमा चाहिँ हामीले कहाँसम्म रिच गर्न सक्छौं त टु मेक अ लाइफ इजियर, हैन? यो पेन्डेमिकले चाहिँ त्यही नै सिकायो, हैन? के कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ इट विल बी मोर एफिसिएन्ट, हैन? टाइम कन्ज्युम नहुँदो रहेछ, विल सेभ अ लट अफ टाइम, वी क्यान वर्क मोर स्मार्टली. होइन अब यो अहिलेको रिसेन्ट एक्जाम्पल KFA and मिडासको is an excellent example, and we look forward to deliver to that particular segment where we haven't reached. So त्यो particular segmentमा चाहिँ हामी अनलाइन हाम्रो यो जुन 4वटा सब्जेक्ट्सहरू हामी अगाडि बढाइरहेको छौँ. So we look forward to
so suppose दार्चुलामा अथवा ताप्लेजुङमा अथवा सुर्खेतमा अथवा कपिलवस्तुमा अथवा तौली हावामा चाहिँ कोही स्टुडेन्टले फाइनेन्शियल म्यानेजमेन्ट पढ्नु पर्यो र त्यहाँ लोकली अवेलेबल त्यो क्वालिटी छैन भने चाहिँ दे क्यान रेजिस्टर इन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम. इट्स अ सिरिज अफ स्ट्रक्चर्ड प्रोग्राम. यसमा बेस्ट अफ द फ्याकल्टिज विल टिच थ्रु अनलाइन मेथड. अब यो अनलाइन एन्टायर मेथड नै म यहाँ एक्सप्लेन गर्न टाइम लाग्छ होला, सो आई विल नट डु द्याट. सो स्टेइङ एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड होइन, इभन रुरल सेक्टरको स्टुडेन्टले पनि बेस्ट अफ द म्यानेजमेन्ट एजुकेसन नलेज पाउँछ. कसरी सम्भव भयो भन्दाखेरि दुईटा पार्टनर्स who have their respective core competencies have come together and joined hands. They have collaborated, and obviously technology तो भइहाल्यो त्यो प्लेटफर्म नै यति इन्ट्रेस्टिङ र यति इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ कि त्यसले गर्दा यो सम्भव हुन्छ होला.
Yes. Exactly. A perfect example of how we can collaborate with the technology or adapt with the technology. With that, ma'am, do we again proceed with the presentation, or is there anything?
No, we can invite. I've just enlisted few things. अहिले भर्खर कुरा गरेको कुराहरू नै हो यो स्लाइडमा हैन. And there is this resilience. So we can talk about. We can hear from हाम्रो alumni Vinay Pandey, if he can share with us with little bit of his background and how technology has helped himself and also the field that he's right now. त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ he's also into academic field हैन. So if he can explain to us technology ले कसरी चाहिँ उहाँलाई पनि सपोर्ट गरिरहेको छ, के नयाँ कुराहरू थट प्रोसेसहरू ल्याउनु भएको छ भन्ने कुरा, या any other related matter if he wants to speak, we can speak.
Sure ma'am. I would move to Vinay sir. Then Vinay sir, अघि मैले हजुरलाई introduce गर्दा I missed out saying one important thing. This is to the viewers and as well as other guest speakers. Dr. Vinay Pandey has also been awarded Nepal Vidya Bhushan Padak by President of Nepal. So it's a huge thing. It's a huge achievement for him, and it's something to feel proud of.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Vijay.
So, as I congratulated you earlier, I congratulate you once again, sir, for your achievement. And you are a man with a lot of achievement. I feel proud to talk to you. And as a student myself, also I was junior to you, one batch. Today I'm seeing you after so long, and I do remember you. We might have had few conversations time and again when we were studying. So as ma'am said, ma'am rightly portrayed your journey so far as a student of KFA, and as a banker, as someone working in insurance company, also as a branch manager for 4 years. Now currently as the campus chief of Kapilvastu Multiple Campus, and getting the prestigious Padak from the President of Nepal. So how has your journey been, Dr. Vinay? We want to hear from you, and how has technology helped you reach where you are today? Please, something from you, Doctor.
Thank you, Vivek sir. म quickly अलिकति Jasmine ma'am को कुरामा आउन चाहन्छु. Am I clear?
Yes, you are clear, sir.
Okay, म ठ्याक्क अलिकति अहिलेको करेन्ट सिचुएसनमा टेक्नोलोजीले कसरी हेल्प गर्यो भन्ने कुरामा म आउन चाहन्छु. इट वाज नट इजी फर अस, किन भन्दाखेरिमा हामीहरूसँग भएको स्टुडेन्टको नम्बर्सले चाहिँ नि हामीलाई त्यति सपोर्ट गरिराखेको थिएन. वी वेयर डिलिङ विथ अराउन्ड 2,000-1,800 students at a time. So to cope with this problem and to deliver the education at the same time with all the constraints remaining, हामीलाई अलिकति गाह्रो चाहिँ भइराखेको थियो. राइट नाउ जसरी रेस्टा सरले भन्नुभयो, हामीले पनि एकचोटि जुमसँग एउटा पेड भर्सनलाई हामीले एप्लाई गर्यौं. सिमिलरली हामीले एउटा PRI भन्ने सफ्टवेयर कम्पनीसँग सिमिलर काइन्ड अफ सफ्टवेयर that was earlier explained, हामीले पनि similar kind of software लाई चाहिँ adopt गर्यौं. Now it is very much easy to take classes online. It is very much easy to give assignments, taking attendance, and so on. So we are able to find the class, if not physically, but obviously online, very much comfortably. र स्टुडेन्टले पनि के भने भन्दाखेरिमा it's better to be online. rather than physical classes. So that kind of motivation has brought up some kind of changes in ourselves also, in faculties also. Moreover, that हामीले अहिले गरिराखेको प्र्याक्टिसलाई जस्तो तपाईँहरूले भन्नुभयो, it was not a new thing, it was not a old thing for us, it was a new thing. Similarly, whole nation, whole world लाई नै यो new thing भएको हुनाले it has bring a good lesson to us. My journey, as you have said, that from MBA in KFA was a little bit nervous. म नर्भसबाट किन यो शब्दलाई स्टार्ट गरेँ भन्दाखेरिमा with the starting of KFA with MBA program, it was their first launch. Though being a first launch, what I had expected from them that उहाँहरू 14 वर्ष 15 वर्षको यत्रो लामो करियरमा जसरी आज एउटा फाइनान्शियल इकोनोमीलाई फाइनान्शियल इन्डस्ट्रीलाई उहाँले सपोर्ट गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, obviously they are not to play a short game. उहाँहरू कुनै एउटा सानो गेम सानो खेल खेल्नलाई त पक्कै आउनु भएको छैन होला. They might have a big goal, they might have a big issue in their mind, and the work they were performing earlier like consultancy, त्यसपछि गएर तपाईको training, they are a similar kind of things that are even collaborated with this academic issues, academic activities. So they can handle these academic programs much better than a professional academician भन्ने कुरा म अलिकति कन्फर्म नै थिएँ. त्यसपछि जब हामीहरूले ड्युअल फ्याकल्टी सिस्टमका कुरा गर्यौं, त्यहाँ भएका हाम्रा प्रोफेसनल अब्जर्भर्सहरूका कुराहरू गर्यौं, त्यसपछि जुन फ्याकल्टिजहरूलाई हामीले त्यहाँ भेटायौं, दे वर क्वाइट इन्ट्रेस्टिङ बिकज वी वर लर्निङ फ्रम समवन हु इज डुइङ. We were not getting knowledge, we were getting a real scenario. That has made the big challenge, that has made the big issue to us. Because अब के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरिमा अब हामीले रियल प्र्याक्टिसमा के भएको थियो भन्ने कुरा थाहा पाउन साथ हामीले किताबको पानालाई मात्रै घोटिराख्न पर्दैन. र if we correctly define MBA, it is not to go from line to line in a book. It is generally it is a practical based knowledge. That's why it is different from MBS and other programs and highly demanded. So हामीलाई के इश्यू भयो भन्दाखेरिमा KFA is going to handle this part very well, and obviously हामीले फाइनलमा के हेर्यौं भन्दाखेरिमा with other MBA colleges, KFA, yes, it has done very very excellent in this sector. It is the result that the KFA alumni is feeling very much easy working in their professional life. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult. So, technological issues, practical knowledge, and other things that has been collaborated by KFA is a very much new era that has been a new era in the education sector. र यसले एजुकेसन सेक्टरमा एउटा नयाँ च्यालेन्ज ल्याएर थपिदिएको छ. हामी जस्ता एजुकेशनल इन्स्टिट्युसनलाई रन गरिराखेकोलाई अझै पनि त्यो लेभलमा पुग्नलाई हामीले पनि प्र्याक्टिस गरिराखेका छौँ. म अलिकति लामो मैले अलिकति लिएँ, तैपनि मैले एउटा सर्टमा कुरा भनेर इन्ड गर्छु. गुड थिङ्स आर टु बी प्र्याक्टिस्ड. हामीले पनि नयाँ कुराहरू राम्रो कुराहरूलाई प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुपर्छ र मैले पनि गरिराखेको छु. जुन ड्युअल फ्याकल्टी सिस्टमबाट म आएँ, जुन आइभल्भ सिरिजहरूबाट मैले चाहिँ प्र्याक्टिस गर्न पाएँ, जुन प्रोफेसनलिजमहरू मैले त्यहाँ सिक्ने पाएँ, म आज त्यो आफ्नो स्टुडेन्ट्समा लागू गर्न चाहन्छु. र इफ नट फुल्ली म केही पार्टहरूलाई मैले इम्प्लिमेन्ट गर्न सकिराखेको छु. र धेरै कुराहरूलाई इन्भाइरोमेन्टले पनि असर पारिराखेको हुन्छ, केही कुराहरूलाई हाम्रो इकोनोमिक कन्डिसन्सले असर, कतिलाई कल्चरले असर पारिराखेको हुन्छ. द्याट्स वाइ इफ नट 100% इम्प्लिमेन्टेड, इट इज पार्सियली इम्प्लिमेन्टेड. एन्ड आई हेभ been benefited by these kind of new ideas and strategies in academic sector that I have also been implementing in our institution and getting a very positive result.
Okay, Vinay, it was so good to hear from you, sir. So you rightly portrayed KFA को बारेमा पनि, and we are proud to be a student of KFA. हामीले धेरै कुरा सिक्यौँ हाम्रो इन्स्टिट्युटबाट है, and the journey has just begun. I mean, there are a lot of things that we can get from the institute itself, from the people who are associated with the institute. Just to ask you one personal question, this is personally coming from me, Doctor. your journey to becoming a doctor, I mean, you were working in prime life insurance, you were working as a banker. So about academics, PhD, was it always behind your head? Or this just happened one fine day, the manseko huncha ni U-turn.
No. You just it is not just an accident. You accidentally भएको होइन. के थियो भन्दाखेरिमा म सुरुवातदेखि नै एउटा एकाडेमिक इन्स्टिट्युसनमा I was involved like other practitioners are involved in KFA. I was also involved in Kapilvastu Multiple Campus, and what I have seen that nowadays if you don't have an in-depth knowledge about a specific subject, हालाकि हामी सबै सब्जेक्टको ज्ञाता हुन सक्दैनौँ, but if we can have a little bit knowledge about our subject, it will be much more beneficial in future. That's why I have started to join the PhD and started to do that. र यसले मलाई अलिकति रिसर्चलाई बेस्ट हुनलाई सहयोग गरेकै छ. I have been able to deliver that to my students also, and accidentally भयो होइन.
So it was always there behind your head. तपाईलाई PhD गर्छु भन्ने थियो, सुरुमा प्रायोरिटिजमा तपाईले आफ्नो जबलाई राख्नु भएको थियो. Once you were you thought that now is the time I need to pursue my PhD भनेपछि then you went for it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I again move to Jasmine ma'am. I feel you want to add something over here.
Yes.
Please ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah. Vivechan is the next. He's going to pursue, I'm sure, in his area later on. PhD गर्ने विचारमै हुनुहुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई पनि अब.
Now that I'm in contact with one of the alumni who can guide me, so maybe who knows.
Vivechan, after so many years of completing his MBA, he's thinking, हाम्रो बेलामा किन यो सबै चिज भएन भनेर चाहिँ he's like, because we've been doing number of things at this moment. Obviously, as time goes by, we definitely want to see where we can add value, where we can bring in the best faculties, where we can reassure that these things are being dealt properly as academic director also. And Rajat is always working within his team to bring in that efficiency in the class. Our academic council is so supportive, and they keep on guiding us as to how do we bring in the best thing in the class. So एउटा कुरा यो I evolve भन्ने कुरा यति वर्षपछि पनि आइरहेको छ भनेपछि there's something in that program, and it's a non-credit thing that we give to our students, and it's not part of the curriculum होइन, यो जुन चाहिँ युनिभर्सिटीले प्रिस्क्राइब गरेको curriculum होइन. तर we believe that curriculum मात्र गरेर MBA सिधिँदैन. There's so many other things that should go parallelly along with doing MBA, and you need to put in extra effort to enhance your capabilities. And one of the program we really want to be proud about is the Evolve program. And for this, we really have to thank our CEO and training director, Mr. Resta Jha, who has really helped us bring in this program in the academic side as well. And we have been doing a number of corporates and banks and many other institutions where Evolve program in the form of Step Up program has been one of the most loved program by many institutions. So thank you, Kishore sir, for this, for initiating this Evolve program in the academic side as well, because today we have the reward. We have a reward here by one of our alumni talking about Evolve program. So I would like to know as to what do you remember in Evolve ko chai ke chai kurama chai you were so कुन चाहिँ बिटले चाहिँ it has really touched you, and even today you want to teach your students about Evolve. Evolve मा हामी धेरै कुराहरू गर्थ्यौं. I want to do some survey here, अब online survey जस्तै भयो through Vinay, हैन. What do you like about Evolve program, and what do you think we can improve?
I just wanted to add something, ma'am. I just हामीले एउटा प्र्याक्टिसको मार्फतबाट लिएर आयौं नि. अहिले एउटा सब्जेक्ट छ बिजनेस कम्युनिकेसन भन्ने सब्जेक्ट छ. That subject has been added in bachelor as well as master degree of management side. That book describes about how we should talk, how we should communicate, how we should go with presentation. These kind of things that we were practicing in I Evolve series is currently being managed in a book that has been converted in a course now. So the practice that KFA was introducing as an additional credit has now been used as a total, what we can say that as a academic subject. That's why the series that were practiced earlier is now a formal book used in the academic sessions. That's why हजुरले भने जस्तै the best thing was how I speak. The best thing that we were learned was how I present, how I communicate. These things are not only required in our professional life but also in our daily lives. So that this series not only makes a people professional but also to make a life easy, to make communication easily. It helps the students and graduates, so that it is very important, and I really like that series at that time.
Thank you so much. Rightly said. Rightly said. Thank you. I really agree with your point.
Very rightly said, ma'am. In fact, KFA was ahead of its time. You know, I mean, the things that we did. आज त्यो कुरा तपाईले भने जस्तो स्केड्युलमा एउटा एकाडेमिक कोर्समा राखेको छ, but then we are already practiced this thing way before, back in the year 2009, 2010, when we were involved with KFA. Yes, sir. Please.
One thing more, Vivek sir, that the examination model that was practiced in KFA first time, that the if we say हामीले 2 marks को question, त्यसपछि 10 marks को question र 20 marks को questions लाई deal गर्यौं नि examination मा, that practice was not done in Tribhuvan University, but later on Tribhuvan University also changed its examination model, the paper model, in this kind of format, which was earlier practiced by KFA. So what I say that KFA is leading from the front in academic issues, academic activities, and these kind of things are also being keenly watched by some academicians of universities and other sectors. So we have to be very much on top always. We are watched out.
Very true, sir. Very true. That is the reason, you know, we've been able to speak whatever we're speaking today. We've been able to do good in our respective fields. The credit goes to KFA. Yes, we did put our hard work, but if we had not got a proper base that the institute provided us, it would not have been possible. Today, a very rare thing has happened, you know. In fact, we've been able to keep Resta Jha quiet. Yes,
that's what I was like quite surprised. It's sir thinking to give some amazing example.
Exactly.
Or like, is he going to give us like your last mic ekdam dhamaka wala thing? I'm also thinking like, what is going on? Is there anything?
Maybe the reason is maybe he's observing what the alumni have to say.
No, he's overwhelmed, I guess. Two of the students, his students, are in front of him, and then talking about.
आज म आएर फेरि रेस्टा सरले यो फेरि बोलै छ.
That might not be the reason. Another reason is, you know, sir, it's always good to hear from him. उहाँले जुन इन्फर्मेसनहरु हामीलाई डेलिभर गर्नुहुन्छ, उहाँले नलेज शेयर गर्नुहुन्छ. So we generally are the ones to hear so many things. तर आज maybe we are running this so properly. Resta सरलाई पनि हामीबाट सुन्न पाइराख्नु भएको छ. Maybe we're doing good. Sir, please.
Absolutely.
I mean things. I mean, it's spoken lightly. But seriously, please, we want to hear something from you, sir.
No, I'm thoroughly enjoying. Right? Sometimes listening and observing is such a pleasure. You know? Rajat and myself, we've been listening today, so it's interesting. So, we are proud of you guys. You know, whatever impact that you have been like last time also I was mentioning, the impact that you are being able to demonstrate in the economy, the value that you are adding. Right? So, त्यो चीज नै हाम्रो लागि एउटा satisfaction, हाम्रो लागि prize नै त्यही हो. Really happy. र अर्को कुरा एउटा important कुरा के भन्न चाहन्छु म भने अहिले पोजिटिभिटी को अभाव छ के नेपालमा. अहिले कस्तो नेपालमा मात्रै संसारमै यो कोभिड को कुराले हामी हरेक न्यूज च्यानल, एनी मिडिया, एनी अनलाइन पोर्टल, एभ्री टाइम गयो भने सबभन्दा पहिला यति इन्फेक्सन भयो, यति जना मान्छे मर्यो, यति जना यो भयो, एभ्रिथिङ लाइक नेगेटिभ बाट मात्रै छ हैन. अस्ति हामीले एउटा पपुलेसन डेमोग्राफिक एनालिसिस गरिरहेको थियौँ. एभ्री डे अराउन्ड 275,000 पिपल डाई रहेछ, यसै पनि नेचुरल डेथबाट हैन. सो एभ्री मर्निङ हामीले उठेर त्यो आज 275,000 मर्यो, भोलि 276,000 मर्यो, पर्सि 278,000 मर्यो, त्यसपछि 260,000 मर्यो भनेर त्यो मात्र रिपोर्ट गर्यो भने मान्छेको मेन्टालिटी के भएर जान्छ त्यही भएर जुन हामीले यहाँ डिस्कस गरिरहेको चिज चाहिँ के छ भने इट इज अबाउट हाउ डु वी मुभ फरवर्ड पोजिटिभली हाउ डु वी एड भ्याल्यु होइन सो दिस पेन्डेमिक nobody had expected it came it will go it will certainly go dhero chando vaccine banla people have also learned to live with the virus now होइन इन्फेक्सन यो बढ्ने जुन छ इन्फेक्सन बढ्छ भनेर एक्सपेक्ट गरेकै चिज हो इन्फेक्सन बढ्छ नै त्यो इन्फेक्सन एज एक्सपेक्टेड बढेको छ अब हामी केयरफुल हुनुपर्छ ह्यान्ड वासिङ सोसियल डिस्टेन्सिङ मास्क वेयरिङ अब त्यो सबै कुराहरू हामीले सबै सिकिसक्यो बच्चा सबैलाई थाहा छ यो चिज यो कुरालाई इम्प्लिमेन्ट गर्ने हाम्रो एल्डर पपुलेसन र पिपल विथ क्रोनिक डिजिजेस उनीहरूलाई बचाउने होइन आफ्नो त्यो हिसाबले चाहिँ केयरफुल भएर अगाडि बढ्यो भने चाहिँ वी क्यान लिभ विथ दिस भाइरस एन्ड देन अल्टिमेटली यो पोस्ट कोभिडको फेजमा हामी जान्छौँ र तर त्यसको लागि के जरुरी छ भने अहिलेदेखि नै हामी कोलाबरेट भएर we need to start looking positively, thinking and planning about the future. त्यो हिसाबले हामी कोलाबोरेसनको कुरा फेरि त्यहाँ इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन आउँछ होइन सो यसबाट सिक्ने लेसन्सहरू सिकेर हामी अगाडि बढ्यो भने चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ सो केएफएको एमबिएमा चाहिँ हामीले एउटा कुरा उनीहरूलाई के पनि सिकाउँछौँ भने अदर देन द कोर सब्जेक्ट्स हाउ टु रिमेन पोजिटिभ हाउ टु रिमेन मोटिभेटेड हाउ टु रिमेन लाइक पोजिटिभ टाइममा त जो पनि मोटिभेटेड हुन्छ होइन पोजिटिभ टाइममा एभ्रीबडी इज ह्याप्पी सबै हङ्की डोरी छ सबैजना रमाइलो भएर आउँछ तर हाउ डु वी किप आवरसेल्भ्स पोजिटिभ इन च्यालेन्जिङ टाइम्स होइन दुःखको बेलामा कसरी पोजिटिभ भएर बस्ने कसरी पोजिटिभ साइडमा हेर्ने र यस्तो बेलामा एफर्ट गरेर रिजल्ट ल्याउन सक्यो भने त राम्रो बेलामा त यु क्यान रियली साइन नि सो यो बेलामा हामीले सस्टेनेबिलिटी फ्याक्टरलाई हेर्ने आफ्नो मेन कुरालाई गर्ने र प्लानिङको कुराहरूमा चाहिँ एकदम फोकस गरेर अगाडि बढे पनि राम्रो हुन्छ साथी
एक्ज्याक्टली
यस सो म्याम यु वान्ट टु गो टु द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड
Yeah, can I go to the next slide?
Please, ma'am, continue with the next slide.
I want to say this is what is about resilience. You know, failure and setbacks are also fact of life in business world, but defeat isn't.
Yeah, this is the slide has not changed, right? In the screen collaboration areas.
How can it be?
Yes, ma'am. Your slide is not changed.
Yeah, now it has come.
Yeah, now we can see it.
Is it okay now?
It's okay.
Yeah. So the next slide talks about resilience. Going hand in hand with emotional intelligence, resilience is a key characteristics for success. So this is where हाम्रो चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने बिजनेस गर्दाखेरि काम गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो डे टु डे लाइफमा हामीले इभन स्टुडेन्ट लाइफमा पनि फेलियर्स र सेटब्याक्स चाहिँ आउँछ भनेर सोच्नु पर्यो कि एन्टिसिपेट गर्नु पर्यो कि भोलि गएर मैले भनेकै जस्तो सबै कुरा हुन्छ मैले भनेकै जस्तो मैले काम चाहिँ पाउँछु मैले भनेकै जस्तो बिजनेस सोचेको थिएँ र एन्टिसिपेट गरेको थिएँ र यसबाट मैले रिजल्ट पाउँछु भन्ने कुराहरूमा चाहिँ 100% चाहिँ पोजिटिभ त हुनु पर्यो डेफिनेटली हुनु पर्यो होइन बट के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि कहिलेकाहीँ डिफिट पनि हुनसक्छ कहिलेकाहीँ फेलियर्स पनि हुनसक्छ कहिलेकाहीँ त्यो रिस्क लिएको आफूले सोचेको जस्तो कुरा पनि नहुनसक्छ सो त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ दिस इज वेयर द रेजिलियन्स कम इन यर लाइफ होइन त्यो रेजिलियन्स हुने क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स जस्तो अहिलेकै कुरा गरौँ न होइन अहिलेकै कुरा गरौँ कतिपय बिजनेस हाउसेसहरू क्लोज भइरहेको होला होइन कतिपय मान्छेहरू बेरोजगार भइरहेको होला कतिपय मान्छेहरू चाहिँ लिभ विदाउट पेमा गइरहेको होला कतिपय मान्छेहरू must be thinking how do we manage finance and how do we go ahead in our future भनेर कसरी अगाडि बढ्ने भनिरहेको होला हैन so there is something called त्यो लिनु सक्ने जुन त्यो this is a very important word okay this has like huge meaning and huge isko I don't know it's very difficult for me to explain it right now but we must have this particular characteristics खाली रमाइलो भएको बेलामा राम्रो भएको बेलामा अप एन्ड रनिङ भएको टाइममा चाहिँ सबै चिज राम्रो आफ्नो हैन टिमलाई पनि हामीले हेर्ने कुरा गर्ने उनीहरुलाई उनीहरुको वेयर अबाउट्सको बारेमा सोध्ने त्यो मात्रै होइन कि डिफिकल्ट टाइममा पनि हामीले चाहिँ काम एन्ड कम्पोजिट भएर चाहिँ इफ वी क्यान टेक दिस थिङ्स मोर म्याच्योरली एन्ड टेक इट फरवर्ड that will help us in our life to achieve the goal that we have actually thought for. Yeah.
There's a word called tenacity when you words are. Tenacity is the word which describes about ability to bounce back.
Yes.
There will, like Jasmine was mentioning, there will be failures, there will be problems, we'll go down. I know we'll have to. तर त्यो सिचुएसनबाट the ability to bounce back, होइन? त्यो टेनासिटी भयो भने हामी MBA को अलि थर्ड सेमेस्टर एन्टरप्रेन्योरशिपमा पनि एउटा यो टेनासिटीको बारेमा एउटा सेपरेट च्याप्टर नै छ कि. सो we talk about how to bounce back. अनि यदि हामी फेलियर भयो भने हामी कसरी बाउन्स ब्याक गर्ने, हामी कुनै सिचुएसनबाट भयो भने जस्तै we had to go through earthquake, we had to go through नाकाबन्दीहरू हामी झेल्नु पर्यो. अहिले COVID-19बाट हामी चाहिँ ग्रस्त भइरहेछौँ. सो यो सिचुएसनबाट अथवा चाहिँ इभन इन्टरनल म्याटरबाट पनि कतिपय बेलामा कम्पनीजहरू चाहिँ पछाडि पर्यो भने हाउ डु यु बाउन्स ब्याक फ्रम द्याट. सो हाउ डु यु बी रिजिलेन्ट गर्नु पर्यो. सो त्यो केसमा चाहिँ अर्को एउटा वर्ड बिकम्स भेरी भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट, पर्सिभियरेन्स भन्छ कि. पेसेन्स भनेको चाहिँ धैर्य गरेर पर्खिराख्ने भयो. पर्सिभियरेन्स भनेको चाहिँ यु वेट फर द थिङ टु कम्प्लिट. जस्तो अब हामी भ्याक्सिनको लागि अहिले पर्खिरहेको छौँ नि त. सो भ्याक्सिनको लागि हामी पर्खिराख्ने हो, तर यु किप अन डुइङ यो एक्टिभिटी कि. your effort and your intensity does not go down. You keep on trying, keep on innovating, keep on bringing in new practices. After effort गर्दै गर्ने तर पर्खिन्छै पर्यो because vaccine is yet to come. सबै कुरा आफ्नो हातमा हुँदैन होइन. सो त्यसलाई चाहिँ पर्सिभियर गर्ने भन्छ. सो त्यो पर्सिभियरेन्स गर्ने, टेनासिटी हुने अनि त्यो क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स भयो भने चाहिँ we will be considered as more resilient होइन. अनि त्यो रेजिलेन्स भन्ने चिज चाहिँ एकदमै चाहिन्छ बिकज कुनै पनि बिजनेस हेऱ्यो भने राइट फ्रम एमाजोन और एप्पल और गुगल जसको बिजनेस हेऱ्यो भने पनि एउटा स्ट्रेट लाइनमा ग्रोथ भनेको कमै हुन्छ. देयर विल बी हाइज एन्ड देयर विल बी लोज, देयर विल बी हाइज एन्ड देयर विल बी लोज. सो त्यो लोबाट चाहिँ माथि जानको लागि चाहिँ हरेक चाहे त्यो इन्टरनेसनल कम्पनी होस् चाहे त्यो लोकल कम्पनी होस् सबैले यो रेजिलियन्ट चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ.
Exactly. I'm going to share to the team after the session. I have a beautiful video on tenacity which Nike has adopted. Nike भन्ने ब्रान्डले चाहिँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ आफ्नो ब्रान्डलाई चाहिँ the ability to bounce back भनेर यस्तो राम्रो पोर्ट्रे गरेको छ using all the spots जसमा चाहिँ मान्छेहरू एकदम गिभ अप गर्ने स्टेटमा पुगिसक्दा पनि हैन त्यो लास्टको एउटा ट्रिगर हुन्छ नि, that trigger that actually either you sweep away भनेको पछाडि पनि जानु सक्छ or you take another one more step to go ahead that will again take you to your destination हैन. So the ability to bounce back कहिलेकाहीँ हुन्छ नि that we feel very tired and we don't want to do things, we don't want to catch up, त्यो गर्नु मन लाग्दैन. तर if you have a voice from within saying that no, I need to do it, I need to be calm and composite and I need to take these things forward भन्ने कुराले चाहिँ त्यो भित्रबाट त्यो आयो भने चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने आफ्नो त्यो जुन पेन हुन्छ नि, जुन बेला चाहिँ गाह्रो भइरहेको पेनलाई सक्सेसफुली अगाडि गयो भने चाहिँ द्याट पेन चाहिँ सबसाइड्स रहेछ कि, त्यो चाहिँ हराएर जाँदो रहेछ कि, बिकज यु गेट युज टु इट, you have just bounced back, so you'll have another pain that's waiting for you. I think that's life. That's how we keep on tackling even हाम्रो day to day life मा पनि हामी त्यसरी नै अगाडि बढ्छौँ होला. I think Vinay is smiling and he wants to do you have any experience of such in your life or so far?
Exactly, ma'am. I was about to go to him. We're talking about resilience. To be a doctor, to do doctorate in a particular subject, we are sure हजुरले जति रेजिलियन्स स्किल अथवा रेजिलियन्ट को कुरा अब ability to bounce back भन्ने कुरा गरिरहेछ, we are sure you faced it hell of a lot of time. So how have you experienced this, and please go ahead, sir.
Jasmine ma'am ले भर्खरै एउटा कुरा मलाई बडा चित्त बुझ्यो. There is always a next pain waiting for you. That is always faced in business scenario, in current scenario also. As being an administrator of the campus, there is always a challenge waiting for you. Being a campus chief, it is not only to deal with the faculties and the classes, we have to deal with the administration also, and the pestle that was mentioned in the book, it is really hard. The political, economical, legal and other conditions to battle with that, it is really hard. When the matter comes to politics and the legal aspects, it is another challenge for us. And whenever we think that we have made cure, we have conquered it, next one comes up.
Yes.
So it is always there to bounce up. We have to be very much faithful with us and the honesty. What I wanted to add just is that to bounce up and to have the faith in you or the self-confidence, we need to have the honesty in us. If you don't have the honesty in your soul, तपाईसँग यदि आफ्नो कामप्रति र आफ्नो समाजप्रति अथवा तपाईले जसलाई सर्भ गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, आइदर इट इज योर शेयर होल्डर अर इट इज योर कस्टमर, त्यसको प्रति तपाईलाई यदि अनेस्टी छैन भने you will not feel self-confident, neither you will be motivated, neither you will be ready to take the pain. The person who is going to take the pain, it will be the best honest person. Exactly. No other way is going to take the pain. So being an entrepreneur or a employer or employee, we have to take the pain, and the only medicine that can cure our pain is honesty.
Exactly. Very
true.
Well put.
Very true.
Very true. Agree with you 100%.
So I moved to Vinay sir. If you've completed, I moved to Rajat sir. We're talking about resilience. Also, you being the program coordinator of KFA for MBA, you meet a lot of students on day-to-day basis. अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्टमा back in our days when we used to do MBA, यस्तो कुराहरू हामीले बुझाएको थियो होला, तर त्यति डेप्थ नलेज हामीसँग थिएन होला. Maybe we're not aware of many things. अहिलेको स्टुडेन्ट्सहरुमा what difference do you see compared to what we studied during our days? यो रेजिलियन्सको कुराहरू उनीहरूले बुझेको जस्तो लाग्छ हजुरलाई?
I think अलिकति मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि स्टुडेन्ट्सहरुलाई चाहिँ रेजिलियन्सको पार्टमा चाहिँ we always have to keep on counseling them, because most of the students नभनौँ तर few of the students हरेक इन्टेकमा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दा because the course is being challenging every day, नयाँ कुराहरू every time आइरा हुन्छ. We are adding up new cases and tons of presentations and everything. So कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि students they set back and they decide to sometimes they decide to quit. त्यस्तोमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो बेला चाहिँ काउन्सिलिङको थ्रुबाट यो सबै कुराहरू भन्नुपर्छ. रेजिलियन्सको कुराहरू हैन, पर्सिभरेन्सको कुराहरू, टेनासिटीको कुराहरू जुन अघि सरले भन्नुभयो. सो यो सबै कुरा चाहिँ हामी एज अ गार्जियन, एज अ काउन्सिलर, we always keep on telling our students, especially bachelor level students and also few of the master level students whose उनीहरुको expectations अलिकति अर्कै हुन्छ. तर especially few initial semester मा चाहिँ things are very challenging. So यो कुराहरुमा चाहिँ resilience को कुराहरु चाहिँ we keep on telling them, we keep on guiding them. त्यसमा उनीहरुले मात्र learn गर्ने होइन कि we as a faculty, we as a coordinator, we as academic department, we also learn a lot of things. Empathize गर्न सक्छौं हामीले students के through बाट जान्छ भनेर हैन, because sometimes we have to be very harsh भन्दा assertive हुनुपर्छ अलिकति actions मा चाहिँ. So त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ it's very challenging for students as well as for us to counsel them.
Very true, sir. One of the reasons also might be, we also have been students in some type of part of our life. कुनै बेला हामी पनि स्टुडेन्ट थियौ. त्यो student life मा एउटा कस्तो हुन्छ, we are very sensitive to many things. So this is particularly for all the students, I mean, you have to be sensitive, you have to be conscious about your education, about your career, about your life. That is well understood. That does not mean if you fail one time or if you fail multiple times, your journey ends over there. In fact, it just starts. Every day is a learning day. So, कहिलेकाहीँ कस्तो हुन्छ नि student life मा you might fail in an exam, or you might not be able to complete one task that has been given to you, or even if you complete that task, you might not be able to achieve a score that you were expecting. But that does not mean your journey ends over there. So resilience को जुन हामी कुरा गर्दैछौँ, it is a learning thing. त्यहीबाट you need to bounce back. So it's not only I mean, you don't only get this during MBA. यो भनेको यो आफैले बुझ्नुपर्ने कुरा हो. MBA ले सिकाउँछ, MBA ले बुझाउँछ, तर MBA पछि पनि यो कुरा चाहिन्छ र MBA भन्दा अगाडि पनि यो कुरा हामीले बुझ्नुपर्ने हुन्छ जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ. So with that, again I move to Jasmine ma'am. We continue with this slide again.
Yes. So our next slide is interpersonal influence. Obviously, the ability to influence others is fundamental to business success. अब यो भनेको त एउटा बेसिक कुरा भयो, हाम्रो एउटा ट्रेट भयो हैन, हाम्रो ability to influence positively and add positive value to people's life, and हामी एउटा टिम लिडर हो भने चाहिँ हाम्रो टिमको तल हामीसँग जो एसोसिएटेड हुनुहुन्छ हैन, उहाँहरुसँग चाहिँ हाम्रो कस्तो खालको रिलेशनशिप हुनुपर्छ, हामी भन्दा माथिको हाम्रो सुपरभाइजर्सहरुसँग हाम्रो कस्तो खालको रिलेशनशिप हुन सक्छ, हाम्रो स्टेक होल्डर्स, हाम्रो इन्टर्नल एन्ड एक्सटर्नल कस्टमर्सहरु हैन. So these are very important traits that we learn on a day-to-day life, and particularly हाम्रो चाहिँ अब MBA मा हरेक सेसन्स च्याप्टर्सहरुमा जुन केसेस आर्टिकल्स प्रेजेन्टेसन्स हैन हामी कुराहरु डिस्कसहरु गरिरहेको हुन्छौं इभल्भ सेसन्सहरु भइरहेको हुन्छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि पनि यसलाई रिइटरेट गर्छ and that's why मैले यो स्लाइडमा इन्क्लुड गरेको चाहिँ यो इन्टरपर्सनल भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ इट्स रिक्वायर्ड either even if you go into a back office job or do a very much into you are into किन सेल्समा मात्र चाहिने कुरा भनेर मान्छेहरूले बुझ्छन् मार्केटिङ सेल्समा मात्र हुनुपर्छ यो कुराहरु चाहिँ त्यो होइन हैन your ability to influence your peers हैन your colleagues your department heads हैन your customers is really important. Influence right way मा influence गर्नु उनीहरुलाई इन्फ्लुएन्स भयो आफू चाहिँ एउटा रोल मोडल भएर देखाउन सक्यो भने चाहिँ they will also have a better career path in that organization. They will see a future within you हैन so त्यो future देख्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ I'm sure Vivechan agrees with this point because I'm sure you are into airline business हैन र यो interpersonal मा चाहिँ even if you are into a technical line interpersonal skills नभएसम्म इन्फ्लुएन्स त्यो क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स नभएसम्म चाहिँ आफ्नो कामहरु चाहिँ स्मुथली अगाडि बढाउन चाहिँ सकिँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ anybody would like to add on this
एउटा यसमा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ रिसर्च मैले एउटा पढेको थिएँ कि रेजिलियन्स हुनको लागि चाहिँ यो इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रम भेरी अर्ली एज रहेछ कि हामी जुन बच्चाहरुको अपब्रिङिङमा हैन यदि उनीहरुले जे भन्यो त्यही कुराहरु दिने हैन whatever they say भनौं आफ्नो पेट काटेर भए पनि उनीहरुले जे चाहियो त्यो दिने खालको पेरेन्ट्सहरु पनि हुन्छ नि because they love the child so much उनीहरुले जे भन्यो त्यो दिने हैन सो उनीहरुले त्यो अभाव र त्यो स्कार्सिटी भने कहिले पनि उनीहरुले फेस नै गरेको हुँदैन हैन सो त्यस्तो स्टुडेन्टहरु चाहिँ भोलि like when they grow up and they start doing their own business or they start working for somebody else उनीहरु चाहिँ मा चाहिँ त्यो capacity to त्यो bounce back गर्ने capacity low हुँदो रहेछ कि because all their life they've been pampered and then they've been getting whatever they want हैन so त्यही भएर भनिन्छ नि सक्ने कुरा पनि सबै कुराहरु बच्चाले जे भन्न सक्छ we have to as parents also we have to judge properly that के कुरा दिले के कुराको अभाव देखाउने हैन things don't come easy भनेर चाहिँ हामीले बच्चादेखि नै त्यो कुरा गर्यो भने चाहिँ for them it will be really helpful for them to become resilient in future right so I've studied some research somewhere I don't remember the reference point हैन त्यो कुराको एउटा राम्रो इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कनोटेसन चाहिँ रहेछ किनभने उनीहरुलाई पहिलेदेखि कुनै पनि कुरा गर्नको लागि गाह्रो छ है I need to earn this I need to like सजिलैसँग कुनै कुरा आउँदैन भन्यो भने in life when they face failure उनीहरुले त्यो कुरालाई पनि नेचुरली लिँदो रहेछ कि but in other hand सबै कुरा मैले पाइराको छु भन्ने all of a sudden they face the failure and then they panic sometimes the article ma ke pani lekeko cha bhane people also do suicide this case ma kinabhane all their life everything was happening all of a sudden a true impact bhayo tele gardakari they go into depression and then त्यो पनि हुँदो रहेछ so it's very अब दिनु पनि पर्यो हैन किनभने आफ्नो भन्दा तल जेनेरेसनलाई we want to give them all the happiness but at the same time you know there has to be a fine balance about how to really love them but also how to make them realize that this is a cruel world that they are stepping into there will be successes and there will be failures so failure को बेलामा चाहिँ सबै कुरा पाउँदैन है भन्ने खालको कुरा चाहिँ बच्चादेखि त्यो कुरा भयो भने चाहिँ then those guys they can really cope up with the harsher things in life भन्ने कुरा मैले just wanted to share this
exactly sir ma'am I can see you playing with the slide interpersonal influence ma we're discussing so yeah we can see the slide now ma'am you may please continue with
so I was just I had already described it and you is the slide on alikati issue bhairako थियो
it's on
so so you obviously this is agi sir le भन्नु भयो जस्तै interpersonal कुराहरु भनेको चाहिँ यो एउटा पनि क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स के हो भने it should start from early age हैन हामीले चाहिँ सबैजनासँग एउटा बोल्ने कुरा गर्ने डिस्कस गर्ने शेयर गर्ने एउटा आफ्नो एउटा त्यो पर्टिकुलर क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्सलाई चाहिँ you have to keep working on it हैन so yeah I mean interpersonal हुनु त definitely is not a difficult thing हैन अर्को कुरा भनेको चाहिँ self awareness हैन अब यसमा चाहिँ it's very important that I'll just read this out. We can only grow if we are willing to take a step back from time to time and engage in honest self-assessment. we normally forget to do this, right? हामी के गर्छौँ त हामी लाइफमा we are moving ahead, we are achieving things, we have another target, and then we have challenges, we're trying to bring in some solutions, हैन? तर त्यो प्रोसेसमा we really have to step back and have that do that self assessment as to am I at the right position, or am I doing the right thing that I really enjoy? कहिलेकाहीँ के हुँदो रहेछ भन्दाखेरि after many years of working in a particular sector, you realize that this sector does not belong to me. I actually belong somewhere else. And त्यो जब हामीले realize गर्छौँ र हामीले त्यो चिजलाई त्यो लिनको लागि चाहिँ if you really work hard and we get those achievements, you feel satisfied from within. हैन? र त्यो चिज पाइसकेपछि चाहिँ you become yourself. हैन? You become more creative, you become more hard work, perseverance, determination भनेको automatically आउँदो रहेछ कि, because that thing goes into your blood, into your senses. हैन? जबरजस्ती केही पनि कुरा हुँदैन नि त. जबरजस्ती भनेको few years को लागि हुन सक्छ होला, few instances को लागि हुन सक्छ होला. So what of self awareness भनेको कुरा चाहिँ we need to step back and we need to do an honest assessment. कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ भने एकदम ठुलो पोजिसनमा होला हामी, तर हामीले त्यो पोजिसनलाई जस्टिफाई गरेन भने, राइट आउटकम आएन भने, त्यो अर्गनाइजेसनलाई हामीले चाहिँ ट्रुली चाहिँ जस्टिफाई गर्दैनौँ कि. So we need to step back and think, am I doing justice to this organization? Am I doing right by taking up this responsibility? Can somebody else better than me can perform these work better than me? Maybe I could do better things in अर्को सेक्टर हो, अर्को पोजिसन, अर्को युनिट, हैन? सो यो कुरामा चाहिँ टाइम एन्ड अगेन हामीले के भन्छौँ भने यो सेल्फ अवेयरनेसको कुरामा चाहिँ हामी कहिलेकाहीँ छुटिरहेको हुन्छौँ, बिर्सिरहेको हुन्छौँ, हैन? We should take a moment and should analyze as to what we are enjoying, what we would like to do in life, and how would you like to spend your rest of your time. कसरी आफ्नो एम्बिसियस करियरलाई अगाडि बढाउने, हैन? एम्बिसियस भएर आफ्नो करियरलाई अगाडि बढाउने प्लान्सहरू के हो, अलिकति केयरफुली यसलाई चार्ट आउट गर्यो भने चाहिँ आई थिंक सक्सेस विल बी भेरी मच इजियर टु बी अचिभड with a lot of hard work and resilience and tenacity. Yeah.
Exactly, ma'am. Before we close today's session, I mean, we've talked about resilience, we've talked about interpersonal influence, I mean, self-awareness. Based on this these things, I would just like to shortly share my personal experience. यो कुराहरु कसरी आफ्नो पर्सनल यो प्रोफेसनल लाइफमा झेले भन्ने कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि it was back in the year 2015, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 2013 देखि I was associated with this brand, Saur Airlines. अनि 2015 को टाइममा हाम्रो एयरक्राफ्ट उडिरहेको थियो अनि we were required to send one of our aircrafts to China. त्यो सी चेक भन्छ हामीले, त्यो टेक्निकल चेकहरु गर्नुपर्छ. There are certain checks which cannot be done in Nepal. त्यो चाहिँ म्यानुफ्याक्चरिङ कम्पनीमै पठाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ जहाजलाई, और त्यो एमआरओ भन्छ हैन, जुन सर्टिफाइड कम्पनी अर्गनाइजेसन हुन्छ जसले त्यो जहाजको त्यो चेक्सहरु गर्न अथोरिटी पाएको हुन्छ, त्यस्तो ठाउँमा पठाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ. सो this aircraft we were the first company to bring the aircraft, and before that नेपालमा यो यसको चेकहरु बाहिर कसैले पनि गर्न लगेको थिएन. अनि हामी आफै पनि नयाँ थियौं हैन. And then what happened was अब यो जहाजलाई त्यो चाइना त्यो एमआरओ त्यो अर्गनाइजेसन जहाँ चेक गरिन्छ त्यहाँसम्म लानको लागि बाहिरकै पाइलटहरु बाहिरकै टिमलाई फेरी गर्नलाई जिम्मा दिने कि यो कम्पनीले नै, अब कम्पनीको एम्प्लोइजहरुले नै, कम्पनीको टिमले नै यो जिम्मेवारी लिने भन्ने कुरा आयो. सो सुरुमा we try to take the easier way, हैन? अब हामी टाउको नदुखाऊ, let's give it to the ferry company, they will take the aircraft over there, then we'll do our work from there भन्ने भयो. But then cost calculate गर्दा our manager said it's going to incur us a huge cost, so if we can do it, let's do it, let's take the aircraft on our own. किन यस ferry company लाई दिनु भन्दाखेरि then our journey started. अब fortunately भन्नु unfortunately भन्नु त्यो ferry गर्ने जिम्मेवारी मेरो टाउकोमा आयो हैन. So I was the one to coordinate for the ferry thing. Now when you fly one aircraft from one country to another country, there are so many things, air को law को कुराहरु आउँछ, ground को law को कुराहरु हुन्छ, aviation regulations हुन्छ आफ्नो आफ्नो country को, काका कुन वे आउट बाट जहाज लग्ने, काका टच डाउन गराउने, रिफ्युलिङ गराउने हैन, कुन ठाउँबाट ओभरफ्लाई गरेर लाने. So there are so many things which I also was not aware of. None of our team had any experience. So we took the opportunity. Resilience को जुन कुरा हामी गर्दैछौँ, there were a lot of failures. धेरै टाउको दुख्यो, धेरै दुःख पाइयो, हैन? But then as ma'am said, त्यो काम सक्सेसफुल हुनु जरुरी थियो के फेलियर्स आयो सो फेलियर्स आए पनि we had to take that aircraft at any cost and we did it finally. It was so difficult किनभने चाइनिजहरु they are very good in communication, they are very good in business, but in terms of English, English चाहिँ उहाँहरु communicate गर्न एकदम गाह्रो हुन्छ. So it was a tough time for the pilots, it was a tough time for me also to coordinate the journey, it was a tough time for our engineers also to go. So we were all, I guess, 8 or 9 people in the aircraft, and fortunately that was my first international exposure. मैले त्यो भन्दा अगाडि नेपाल कहिले गएकै थिएन बाहिर, हैन? सो पहिलो मेरो नेपाल भन्दा बाहिरको ट्राभल पनि आफ्नै कम्पनीको जहाजमा हामी 8-9 जना भएर चाइनामा जिनान भन्ने ठाउँमा लग्यौं. सो त्यहाँ रेजिलियन्स भन्ने कुरा के हो, फेलियरबाट कसरी मान्छे माथि आउनुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा मैले पर्सनली त्यो फिल गरेको थिएँ. अनि इन्टरपर्सनल इन्फ्लुएन्सको कुरा गर्यो, had I not had an opportunity to have proper communication with my team, जतिजना हामी गयो हामी बीचमा इन्टरपर्सनल स्किल्स नभएको भए, त्यो हामीले डेमोन्स्ट्रेट गर्न नपाएको भए, वी वेन्ट थ्रु डिफरेन्ट कन्ट्रीज एन्ड वी ल्यान्डेड टु चाइना इन द्याट सिटी जिनान. त्यो ठाउँमा हामीले इन्टरपर्सनल इन्फ्लुएन्स नबुझ्या भए सायद सम्भव थिएन होला. एन्ड म्याम सेड सेल्फ अवेरनेस हुनुपर्छ भन्ने कुरामा आई रिमेम्बर मलाई जब मार्केटिङ डिपार्टमेन्टबाट सौर एयरलाइन्समा व्हेन आई वाज टोल्ड टु स्विच टु अपरेसन्स डिपार्टमेन्ट, आई वाज जिरो. मैले पहिला पनि भनिसकेको, आई हेड नो आइडिया अबाउट अपरेसन्स टेक्निकल डिपार्टमेन्ट. सो आई केप्ट माइसेल्फ इन फ्रन्ट अफ द मिरर. सो दिस इज माई ब्रेड एन्ड बटर. मैले कमाउने ठाउँ यही हो. दिस इज सौर एयरलाइन्स. इट हेज गिभन मी एन आइडेन्टिटी. आज आई हेभ बिन गिभन दिस अपर्च्युनिटी वेयर आई निड टु टेक केयर अफ वान पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेन्ट. सो क्यान आई डु इट? आई आस्क्ड माइसेल्फ. So I was self-questioning myself, and then when I got that answer, the inner instinct and I can do it. I just need time. I need this perseverance. I need this resilience. So I can bounce back even if I fail. Then I took that opportunity, and today I have seniors also on top of me. But then I guess I'm one of the important employees of Saudi Airlines. So these things have taught me many things. So just to share that story with you all. I hope I didn't bore you all.
Wonderful presentation of all these three combined, and I'm sure Vinay has also done this because he worked in insurance, he worked in bank, and finally he has decided to come into academic, and that too devoting his education. Your study ko usma chai he's pursued master doctorate degree pani linu bhako cha haina. So त्यो भनेको त एकदम मेहनत गर्नु पर्छ, एउटा सर्टेन कुरामा क्वालिफाई गर्नु पर्छ, हैन? र त्यो गर्नुको मतलब के हो भने he wants to dedicate his I'm sure I'm right in this case that he wants to dedicate his life into academic. And academic field भनेको we are generating leaders of our country, हैन? हामीले उनीहरुलाई राम्रोसँग पढ्न सिकाइरहेका छौं, डिसिप्लिन हुन सिकाइरहेका छौं, हैन? स्कुल भनेको एउटा यस्तो राम्रो ठाउँ हो, हैन? एउटा पढ्ने ठाउँ भनेको नलेज शेयर गर्न कुराहरु सिकाइरहेको छौं, हैन? So I think we are also एउटा एकाडेमिक फिल्डमा भएकोले I'm sure Vinay can explain it even much better, but we are ahead of time now. यसले एउटा awareness आफ्नो एउटा self assessment गर्दाखेरि कुनै बेला त विनयले पनि गरेको थियो होला self assessment, because bank मा insurance मा छ नि त, हैन? There are a lot of benefits there, lot of growth there, हैन? अब कुनै बेला भनौं तर कहिलेकाहीँ मान्छेलाई monotonous पनि लाग्छ, तर we saw things from a different perspective, हैन? And maybe that is giving you much more enjoyment and peacefulness today. You enjoy this particular field more than what you did before. Am I right?
Yes, of course, ma'am. म अहिले जति मैले यता एकाडेमिक्समा इन्जोय गरिराखेको थियो, म अलिकति सर्टमा मैले सिध्याइहाल्छु. म NIBL को एपोइन्टमेन्ट लेटर पाउँदाखेरिमा म असाध्यै खुसी थिएँ. म पनि एउटा ब्याङ्किङ इन्स्टिट्युसनमा इन्टर गरेँ. द अल्टिमेट डिजायर अफ अ MBA स्टुडेन्ट. मेरो पनि अब बैंकमा म पनि जागिर पाएँ, मेरो पनि लाइफ यही हो, and I have started my journey भन्ने मलाई भयो. But when I went there and set for 9 AM from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I started to think that is I am born for this? यसैको लागि जन्मिया हो त? यही गर्नलाई जन्मिया हो त? अब मान्छे आउँछ 6-9 बजे आएर 6 बजेसम्म बसेको छ, त्यही कम्प्युटर थिचेको छ, हिजो पनि त्यही गर्यो, आज पनि त्यही गर्यो, भोलि पनि त्यही गर्नु छ, पक्कै थाहा छ. देयर इज नो न्यू थिङ्स, नयाँ च्यालेन्ज केही पनि छैन. Then I switched to insurance, and what I found there is that is the maximum challenge and the real time scenario. यहाँ तपाईको प्रत्येक दिन तपाईको लागि छुट्टा छुट्टै दिन छ. प्रत्येक 30 गते पछिको 1 गते फेरि 0 बाट स्टार्ट गर्नु छ. That was a big challenge for me. And what I am experiencing in this kind of tapaiko institution is that it is a peaceful environment where we have to share our knowledge, where we have to gain knowledge, where we have to interact. र तपाईले जुन इन्टरपर्सनल स्किल्सको कुरा गर्नुभयो नि, मैले जस्ट एउटा सानो इक्जाम्पल मैले शेयर गर्न चाहे. We were hiring a lecturer. When we were hiring a lecturers, हामीले फर्स्ट डिभिजनर्सलाई पहिला प्रायोरिटी दियौं. But first divisionals को interpersonal skills नहीं थिएन. They were not been able to stand in the class even rightly. Second divisioners were much more with better interpersonal skills than first divisioners. So not even divisions, not even mark sheets are always needful for your professional jobs. तपाईले आफ्नो काम गर्नको लागि तपाईको मार्क शीटले मात्रै सघाउँदैन. Your interpersonal skills, your presentation skills is the key for your performance. So हामीले second divisioners लाई बढी priority अब दिन परिराखेको छ. They are much better they are much better presenter, they are much better communicator than the first divisioners. So my experience is that the mark sheet is at one side, but the presentation and the skills, the ability which is needed to perform the job is obviously it is not a matter to bargain. We cannot do any kind of if and but in that. र MBA मा पनि मैले धेरै स्टुडेन्ट्सलाई जो स्टार्टिङ को फर्स्ट सेमेस्टरमा तपाईको स्ट्यान्ड समेत हल्लाएर उभिन डराएर कापेर डराएर बसेको मान्छेलाई MBA गर्दा KFA ले सेकेन्ड इयरमा राम्रो प्रेजेन्टर बनाएर निकालेको छ. That is the skill KFA has.
Thank you so much.
Very true, Vinay sir.
Thank you.
So with this, should I wrap up the show for today? If all of you allow me.
Yeah, right. I think we still have few more slides to go, and we can do it next time, I guess.
Yes.
Surely.
Surely, but we did good today in terms of the slides also, ma'am. हामीले दुई तीनवटा slides मा discuss गर्न पायौं. So we'll again continue with the slides, and we still have a lot of slides from Rajat sir also. So so this is an ongoing thing. We'll
is it an yearly affair?
I've been waiting for my turn.
Resta is laughing, so we need to fasten our seat belts.
I hope our audience is equally enjoying and listening. So much. I mean,
मैले पनि आफ्नो तर्फबाट KFA र KFA को टिमलाई थ्यांक यू भन्न चाहन्छु. कपिलवस्तु मल्टिपल क्याम्पस को as a campus chief, I wish a better career and better future for every individuals who is pursuing their MBA, BBA अथवा BHM in KFA or the consultancy groups. We are doing good. Let's keep on. Thank you for calling me.
Yeah, Vinay, KFA को टिमलाई तिमीले भन्नु मिल्दैन हैन, because you are part of KFA हैन. So we are all one team and we collaborate together. We wish you good luck. We wish you good luck. Very important role that you are playing हैन. Kapilvastu मा चाहिँ एउटा राम्रो multiple campus community campus हैन त्यहाँको यो.
Yes sir. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a very wonderful thing that you are doing. Wish you all the best. एउटा वेबिनारमा भाग लिने मौका मैले पनि पाएको थिएँ. So फ्युचरमा पनि केही छ भने we can collaborate हैन.
Sure.
Wonderful to have you here and really enjoyed the discussion today. Thank you very much. अब audience ले enjoy गरेछ कि छैन. We are enjoying to the fullest. Thank you.
Vision, is our episodes going like what? Like every episode we have it's a half yearly affair or yearly affair?
I know, ma'am. The most important thing is viewers जसले हामीलाई सुनिराख्नु भएको छ. There are a lot of things, lot of knowledge, lot of information to gain from our sessions. It's like we do it in a normal discussion basis. हाम्रो कुनै particular question and answer session जस्तो हुँदैन होला. Maybe some of the viewers are expecting that kind of session also, which will happen. हामीले पहिला गरिरहेको in days to come we'll again follow the format. But this is an open discussion wherein if you listen to this show, if you listen to what we are speaking, you can get a lot of knowledge. This is also one form of giving information and sharing knowledge. So I believe as a moderator I'm enjoying a lot to host this session in this manner. मैले पनि सिकिरहेको छु, मैले जानेको कुरा मैले पनि सिकाउन मौका पाइरहेको छु. So it's the same for all of us. Thank you, Dr. Vinay, personally and from the institute itself. You are, as Sir said, a part of the institute. Thank you for accepting our invitation and giving your time. We
Always.
have all the best wishes for you. May you do good in your life. May you do good for your institute, for your college, and maybe get another opportunity to talk with you again. Thank you to all the remaining guest speakers for always having patience and being joined with us every week. Thank you to the viewers for listening to us and enjoying the time with us. Thank you to the IT team, Sudeep sir, Sonju sir, Swami ma'am, for being there with us all the time. COVID-19 is still there. I request all my viewers to be at your home, stay safe, take care. This is your moderator Vivek Kanal. As always, I'll join you next week with the same topic, but with a lot of different information to share, and we'll have a good time. Then, until then, this is me signing off. Take care. Jai Nepal.
Thank you.
Take care.